Guys, in this video, let's talk about how to delete a specific node in the list. Okay. So I have the same code which we have used so many times. So I'm just going to modify the core algorithm to work for deleting a specific node. Okay. So I have before deletion and after deletion the printf statements to print the linked list. So here I can write my core. Okay, the code. So I'll say a comment deleting a specific node. All right. It's very simple actually. Uh, First of all, you just have to iterate because you have to find which is your specific node, right? So let me get that from the user. Printf enter the specific node which you want to delete. All right, enter the specific node which you want to delete, and yeah, enter the specific node which you want to delete, and get that, store that in the temp variable because we have already declared that, right? So temp. All right. So let me start the loop. It should be starting from temp1 arrow next. Temp1 arrow next. Temp1 starts from start. No, we have to make that statement also. We have to make the temp1 starts from start. Okay, so temp1 is assigned to start. Start is something in the first element. So in starting from the first element, iterating up to the last element. But we don't want to go up to the last element, right? We want our loop to stop whenever the specific node is encountered, right? So in that cases, let me say if temp1 equals to temp1 of next equals to temp, sorry, it's data, right? So temp1 arrow data in a particular node, in the data field of a particular node, if you get the temp variable, if you get the temp specific node, then break the loop. All right, break the loop, else you just iterate. That's it, you just iterate. I'll be saying temp2 equals to temp1, and I'll say temp1 equals to let me explain it in a while. Wait a minute. Temp1 equals to temp1 arrow next. I think I have explained it in a video, you can go back and watch, but still I'll explain that here. I have not declared temp2 also. Let me declare that here. Okay, yeah, here it's there. I'll say comma temp2. Okay, so what for we'll be having the second temporary variable. This is because when you want to delete a specific node, you just have to get the previous node also. Okay, that's very important. You have to get the previous node also because you have to make that previous node to point to the node which after the node that you are going to delete. Okay, because then only the link will be better. Okay, so what I'm trying to say here is let's go to the paint. I hope I have explained the algorithm already, but let me do that again so that you will get the clear idea. I'll do this alone again. Okay, if you still have any doubts, you can go back and watch the algorithm. Anyway, this is node 1. This is our specific node. Let's assume this is our specific node which I want to delete. Okay, all right. So there is a connection, right? There is a connection between the nodes, the link. Okay, you know that, and you have the next field here. All right, so this is my specific node here. This is 20. That's the temp value, right? If this is encountered, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to do temp1. Temp1 will have the address of this particular specific node, whereas temp2 will have the address of this previous node, guys. Why previous node is needed? Then only after deleting this node you can link this node and this node. Okay, before deleting you can link this node and this node so that the linked list will not be affected. Only this element is getting deleted. So for that purpose I am having these two lines. Okay, but whenever you have these two lines in this order in the loop, you'll get the previous element also. Okay, previous node also. Temp2 will be having the previous node and temp1 will be having the specific node. All right, so come back and you make your previous node to point to the next node first. So that's temp2 arrow next equals to temp1 arrow next. All right, I think you will be able to understand this. Okay, so what do you have in temp1 arrow next? I'll just erase everything. So this is temp1, right? What do you have in temp1 having arrow next? You have the address of this node. So I'm having the temp2 arrow next. temp to arrow next, I'm making it to point to temp 1 arrow next, that is this node. Okay, so I'm making, so what I'm making here is, we understand that temp 1 arrow next is this, temp 1 arrow next is here, which points to this. So this one is temp 1 arrow next, and I'm making temp 2, the previous node arrow next, to point to this. So the link is created now, so we can freely delete this. Okay, there is no matter of having that. Okay, so for that purpose, I'm having this statement. After that, I'll say free temp 1, the current node can be deleted. Okay, that's it. I think that's it. It will work now. Let's go for that. Enter the number of nodes, again 3. I'll go with the same example, 10, 20, 30. Before deletion, enter the specific, it asks me for entering the specific node. I'll say 20. Yeah, you can see 20 is getting deleted here. You got 10, 20 and 30. Here you get 10, 30 and all. Okay, 20 is deleted. Okay, so that's how this algorithm works. Thanks a lot. Thanks for watching actually. Hey guys, let me explain.